First the rich, filled with pride, dive into the idiot tide. Then the poor, led by lies, are capsized on the idiot tide. La 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 la. See the old, their fading eyes make them fall inside the idiot tide. Now the young glorify, say it's good to die on the idiot tide. I said la 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 la. Where it comes from, I don't know. Maybe born up here on distant shores, where it's going we all know. Been there many times maybe you felt it too. It's gone worldwide, the idiot tide. Maybe I think I'm right, but maybe I'm lost on the idiot tide. And I said la 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 la. So that was The Idiot Tide, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just trying to think back over how the process of composing went. I mean, obviously, if you've seen the previous video, then I had the verse and the la 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 bit, and in the end I kept the la la la's just as la la la's, because it seemed to fit in with the theme of the song. With the melody that I had, I felt it was sort of like a folk type song. I thought it was at least a song that works quite well as in this arrangement of just me and a guitar. Doesn't necessarily need a band or anything with it to work. So I was thinking of, you know, folk singers and Bob Dylan and Woody Guthrie, and I started looking through, because Woody Guthrie was a big influence on Bob Dylan. I started looking through Woody Guthrie songs, listening to the songs and looking through the lyrics, and they were really impressive. I hadn't really listened to Woody Guthrie before, but you know, all you fascists are bound to lose. I mean, he was writing incredibly direct and powerful songs, protest songs, you know, and while I didn't really want to write necessarily a protest song, I thought something along those lines. I mean, he's got lots of songs about the Dust Bowl in the United States and Dust Bowl blues and things. So I was thinking of like some sort of natural metaphor for something. I didn't really have, and I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be good if there was, instead of like Dust Bowl, some sort of tide, for just like going with the opposite, something water based, you know. Just, I mean, there's no real there's no sort of set way for arriving at a song, so you just literally playing around with different ideas, and often, you know, you work in opposites. So you think, oh well, I fancy doing something like in that vein, but he's writing about the Dust Bowl, so I'll write about something that's the opposite. So I was thinking of the tide. What kind of tides could there be? And the phrase idiot tide just popped into my head. there's a song by Calexico, I think it's called Idiot Wind. And I think that was in the back of my head. I haven't listened to the song since I've done mine, so it may be that it's completely different, or maybe it's completely the same. I hope it's not the same. So then I had the phrase "idiot tide," and of course, I think we've all been aware of the wave of stupidity that's been just everywhere, it seems, in the world lately. And funnily enough, I had most of the lyrics finished before seeing the images of British holidaymakers filling up the beaches in the south of England, and it seemed very appropriate. The idiot tide. I mean, it just at a time when we're trying to prevent more deaths from the COVID virus and trying to avoid a second wave, and people just thinking that they're invincible, or not caring, or whatever it is. Not to mention all of the things that politicians have been saying, and just general levels of idiocy all around. So it was clear then that would be the main thrust of the idea, was the idiot tide. So I just came up with who's responsible for it, and I thought, well, okay, it's fundamentally, I think in the world the rich are to blame for a lot of the problems. Not necessarily that if you are rich you are to blame, but that there are rich people with a lot of influence, rich and powerful people with a lot of influence, setting things in motion. I mean, a lot of the dialogue used by politicians, for example, deliberately provocative and encourages people to in their idiocy, I think. I mean, it's well, there's so many things I could be talking about, but it suddenly occurred to me that maybe one of the things, well, I won't get into that. I was going to talk about the separation of church and state, but that's a bit too much for this video. So first the rich. Always an easy target, blame the rich. So first the rich, filled with pride, dive into the idiot tide. And of course, once you talk about the rich, the next logical progression is to talk about the poor. Led by lies, are capsized on the idiot tide. So then it seems that the song would progress. La 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 is sort of the idiots basically not caring about anything and just lying in the face of everything. So then the song would progresses through different viewpoints, or different people. So you have the rich, the poor, old people, young people. Then I have like a middle eight, I guess, a separate section where I talk about, well, we don't know where it comes from. I mean, fundamentally we do. It's part of our heritage as human beings. We all have that aspect in us. It's not just them, it's us, it's me too. I mean, we're all, to a greater or lesser extent, stupid in some area of our lives. So that was what the bridge was sort of trying to get at. And then the final verse is, maybe you felt it too, it's gone worldwide. And then maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just as bad as everyone else. So it was not trying to make me out to be everyone else is stupid and I'm not. It was more a case of, well, let's look at my own behavior, as well as, if I'm going to be judging other people, then I should be looking at my own behavior as well. So that's the basic lyrics, and it sort of wrote itself fairly easily. Sometimes I struggle really hard with the lyrics. This one seemed to go quite well, and I think I'm quite happy with this song, actually. I think it's very different to the other songs that I've been doing, so I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. Take care. Bye bye.